Hello everyone, it's Slim the Bug Guy. Today we're going to be going out into the Pocono wilderness and searching for a small swamp that I found. I see it on Google Maps, but it's not like marked or anything. And there's no trails leading up to it or anything. It's truly just in the middle of the forest, quite a ways in. So I figure right now it's about 3 o'clock. Hopefully we can make it there and back before dark. Yeah, let's go look. The swamp might actually not be all that small. I have a fishing pole. I doubt there'll be any fishing. Really, I want to go there and see if there's any cool snakes or turtles to get. But yeah, let's head on out and see what we can find. I just got this GoPro chest mount, and it's my first video with it. So let's see how this goes. Before we actually head out, I want to check these boards. Some ants. Awesome. Whoa, 2 garter snakes. Come on. Where's the side? Come on. Yes. Yes. All right. We've doubled up on garters right here. Look at that. Nice. So these are 2 common garter snakes here. It's on the forest floor. Nice little guys. Hopefully this is a good sign. Once we get to the swamp, we can hopefully find some Nerodia. I'm also hoping to find some rattlesnakes on the forest floor. Yeah, this is a neat little flip. Or not flip, I just found them here. All right, bye guys. There they go. So pretty. It's a huge spring peeper here. What is this guy even doing? Look at that. Cute little guy. It's a pretty big peeper. Well, I'll tell you guys, it's gonna be quite the long walk, but I'm very glad that I came out when I did, because just about 20 minutes before, it must have been like 20 degrees hotter. I don't know what happened, but it cooled off pretty rapidly, and I'm very happy about it because you know, I don't want to be hiking for a long time in the blistering heat. So I don't think I've ever been more grateful for the structure of this particular forest. Pretty hot day. However, these trees, why did I say trees? These trees are providing quite a bit of shade. And on top of that, there's a wind, and the way that the trees are kind of shaped, it's like tunneling the wind, and it feels very good. So yeah, this is a great spot to be hiking in the summer. I think also another great factor is that we're up in the mountains, so the temperature automatically drops by a couple of degrees. We also have a little bit of cloud cover coming in, which is certainly helping. Look at this rock. There's all these like weird crystal formations on the sides of it. All right, we're about 30 minutes in. Made some decent progress. I'm gonna take a little break. Look at this tree. Yeah, I want to say we're about a third of the way there. So actually not as long as I thought it would be. But you know, the terrain has been pretty flat so far, but this is all unmarked wilderness, so really the terrain can change rather quickly. So sometimes you have to scale up basically rock faces, so that'll obviously take longer. I'm hoping it's a bit of a straight shot for today. Got a bit of a late start, and I am a tiny bit tired. Just didn't get enough sleep, so you know, but I figured it's the first day after school that's out, so you know, why not go on a beautiful hike to try to find a new spot that I've never been before. Look at this field of ferns here. This is a cool spot. It's like occasionally you'll find these gaps in the forest, and it'll just be this like basically scrub with no trees around and perfectly flat. It's a pretty cool feature. It's like nature's camping spots. I'm not gonna be camping here, obviously, but if I was, you could stay here, or yeah, you could stay like right here if you had a small tent. Yeah, I'm sure earlier in the day it's also a good spot for snakes. I have yet to come out early in the day, but yeah, it's pretty cool to just find these spots in the forest, especially in the summer. You see some butterflies and such landing on all the flowering leaves. You can see, ooh, that's a dragonfly. Oh man, this is gonna be a pain in the ass on the way back up. You guys seeing this incline I'm going down? There's a like ravine here. Looks like a dry creek bed. I can hear the main stream out that way. So I think this is like a little, I guess, tributary, and it's dried up. This looks like a trail almost. Huh. Maybe it is like an unmarked trail that some people use. But, you know, I mean, this is public land, but certainly not like a marked path. Look at this. This is a dry creek bed. Looks like it's been dry for quite some time. As you can see, there's tons of vegetation growing down here, including some saplings. Maybe this, I'm sure it fills up in the rain, but I don't think it'll fill up any other time. This is just one of those neat little features of the forest. My God, look at that beetle. What is that? It's bright green. Oh, it's a tiger beetle. Shit. He fell, like he jumped off, but I hope I got that on camera at least a little bit. There's a bright green tiger beetle. Gorgeous. All these trees look like they were manually cut down, but like a long time ago. Still, I wonder why, because these logs are chopped, like the stumps are chopped at the top, but the whole tree is laying down. So like it's not even like the wood was harvested. Huh. That's super weird. We're now in the final stretch. There's tons of moths here. I'm guessing it's because the babies are like in the various dead logs, like the larvae. This is an incredibly dark section of forest. Look at this, the light level drops significantly just from being in here. I guess there's some pretty thick canopy. And the temperature drops too, which is really nice. From afar it looks pretty daunting, but we do have to go through here to get here according to the map, so let's just keep going. Alright, after about an hour, pretty much exactly an hour, we are here, and I don't know what to expect. I don't know how old the satellite image is. This looks like a real trail, but I can see all these dead trees, vast expanse out there. However, I don't know if there's water. I don't know nothing, so let's keep trekking. Wow, it's very windy. Well, if anything, it's a weirdly deforested area. I'm seeing a bunch of these really much taller like trees. I think there is a clearing once you get past those. Let's see. Let's check under this. Nothing. Alright. Now, may there be nothing here? Yes. Does that make this a waste of time? No. I think either way, it's a cool little hike. To me, Ooh, this looks like a thin, decently thin amount of bushes. I can see through it. Oh, yeah, this is a swamp for sure. Nothing deep enough to fish, I don't think. But this looks like a great place to look for amphibians. So I'm gonna go ahead, switch into the Crocs, and then we are gonna go explore this swamp. Oh, this is worth the hike. All these dead trees here. I'm not a bird guy, but I'm quite certain these make pretty amazing home for birds. Well, I wish I brought sunscreen. It is pretty hot and sunny. I got this net. Unfortunately, got a lure caught on it and ripped a hole in it. It's not very big, but I just gotten it. It's pretty frustrating. All right, let's take a look. It is pretty sunny for amphibians. Hopefully there's some Nerodia in here as well. That'll be pretty awesome. You can see there's some pools of water. Oh, there's a lot of tannins in this water. You can see just how darkly pigmented all the water is. What kind of macros do we got in here? Couple back swimmers. Ooh, and clam and a ram's horn. Let's keep looking. This water is deeper than it looks. It's like up to my shins. More back swimmers. Let's see. Oh, we got a frog just jumped in. Let's see. Didn't get it. Yeah, this water's very full of tannic acid. What is that? I think I got a little water scorpion in here. Well, this is a pretty big expanse. So, you know, even if we don't find anything right here, there's plenty to explore. And you best believe I'm gonna explore a lot of it, not all of it, because there truly is a lot. But it's so bizarre to find a swamp this high in elevation up in the Poconos. This is like, yeah, this is like a genuine swamp. This is more of a swamp than the Great Swamp in New Jersey. You know, it's not like a bayou, but sort of the northern equivalent to it, I feel like. Oh, there's a much bigger pool of water. Let's see. I'm gonna get on this log. Oh, I can see plenty of wakes in the water here. Gotta be careful not to fall off. Wow, it's actually pretty deep in some parts. Well, you know, there may be some fish in here, a little tadpole. But wow, it is. Let's see. Really, I want to find some reptiles. Come on. This swamp has got to have reptiles. Alright, let's just get down here. Whoa. Pretty significant drop off right there. We might be able to find the mud sunfish. I don't know if they actually live in PA or in this part of PA, but they may. Oh, there's a big fly buzzing around me. That's not great, but what do you expect from a swamp, you know? Ooh, plenty of little tadpoles. Some beaver. A lot of these trees have clearly been chewed up by beavers. Whoa, kind of startled me. That frog. He just like screamed when he jumped. Oh yeah, look at that. Beaver got that. These are summer side quests here. Wow, got a big water bug, at least relatively. Oh my god, that looks like a toe biter. That's kind of haunting, actually. Look at that. It's not a toe biter, but still, it's pretty freaky considering what real toe biters do. Bite your toes. And those hurt like hell, apparently. So I really hope that's not like a similar situation with that thing. Yeah, wow, this is a true swamp here. Oh, whoa. Oh, look at that. Okay, we got a full, I think this is either an adult or a larval eastern newt. Because both the adults and the larvas will live in water. But that's super cool. These are the little orange newts you find everywhere. But we just got an adult one. And I was wondering, you know, there's all these efts all around the forest. And I'm wondering, you know, where do they go when they grow up? And I guess the answer must be swamps like this. There's a few of them on the map. I think the newt wriggled out of one of the holes. Yeah, let's see what else we can find in here, though. I'm sure there's more than just newts and tadpoles. I'm sure there's some snakes. I'll be honest, I've only ever seen one other adult newt ever in my entire life. I guess because I don't frequent places like this very often. Yeah, there's a lake not too far from here where I've seen the other one. But there's a lot of fish in that lake. And although they're very toxic, so I don't think a fish would eat them anyway. Oh, look at that tree. Thing's about to come down from some beavers. The water is like surprisingly cool. On top of that, it's also very clear. It's not like here, there's really not that many tannins. It's just a little hard to see through because obviously there's so much vegetation. But the water is truly crystal clear here. You can really, in the spots where there's not vegetation, you can pretty much see everything. Now, I think my best bet for catching creatures is to sweep in places where they won't see me coming, like in the vegetation, because I think they stay out of the directly visible areas for obvious reasons. Oh, there's a beaver dam right there. There's multiple beaver dams. I gotta watch out. I don't know if beavers are territorial. They probably are, so yeah, I don't really want to square off with a beaver today. These may be abandoned though. Really not sure. I'm not gonna get too close to those dams to find out though. Ooh, there's a sizable leech here. Now, these leeches do not attack humans. They may grip on, but they won't suck any blood. They mostly go after turtles and fish. Really just cold-blooded stuff. Wow, every scoop has so much life in it. It's often a lot of the same stuff, but still, it's pretty incredible just how much life is packed into like every square foot of this swamp, which, you know, is pretty typical of swamps. They tend to be teeming with life. Here, it just tends to be mostly small life. Oh my god, that scared me. It's a bullfrog. I haven't seen any bullfrogs yet, like with my actual eyes. Certainly heard them though. Oh, another eastern newt here. A nice one. Hey buddy. Yeah, it's such a cool environment. Really hope I can find my way out of here. Because I don't have cell service anymore, and I was using maps to navigate, like Google Maps, because that's where I found this spot. Oh, you know what? There's actually like really good service here for no reason. That's so weird. There was like almost no service directly leading up, but here there's plenty, so I think I'll be fine. God, my Crocs are getting stuck. I always forget to wear water shoes instead of Crocs. Pro tip, if you're in anywhere muddy, just wear water shoes instead of Crocs if you have them. Crocs are just such a pain. They get stuck so much. God. Yeah, it's pretty awful. I'm gonna get up on this log. Whoa. Come on. All right. See if we can get a lay of the land here. Wow, it really is beautiful. All these trees here are dead, but it's like there's so much smaller vegetation all over. What is that? It's also sorts of super weird looking macros. Wow. I'm sure at night this place is absolutely teeming with life. However, even I would not come out here at night without someone else. The swamp gets a lot shallower up here, which is nice. But I think there's also less creatures. I'm surprised I haven't seen any turtles. It's one of the things I wanted to see out here. As well as Nerodia. I'm shocked I haven't seen any Nerodia out here. I know I've been saying Nerodia. If you don't know, Nerodia means water snake. I should probably be saying water snake just to not be confusing. But Nerodia is just kind of faster. And it's like it's the only animal where I say like the scientific name, really. It's not to be like obnoxious, it's just easier to say. So yeah, if you ever hear me say Nerodia, it just means, oh, water snake. Look at that frog. Yes. Oh, that's a nicey. Why did I just say a nicey? That's a nice, shit. Come on. Oh, I got him again. Whoa, come on. It's a nice green frog. No! Damn, I got him a third time. Just stay here, buddy. You're not getting away. Or maybe you are, but not before I get a picture of you versus a video. There we go. No, come on. Oh, that's a nicely patterned one too. Look at that. Well, I'm just gonna let him go. Got a little shot of him. He was very nonchalant when I walked up to him. But saw that pattern, and I don't even think I got it well on camera, but it was like brown, like sweeping back into green. God, if I have any open cuts on me that are touching this water, I'm gonna have a wicked infection. I don't think I do though, fingers crossed. I think I may have just accidentally not recorded that entire segment. Should be pretty unfortunate. I got like 3 newts, and they're pretty cool. I actually really hope I got that, but even if I didn't, I'm sure we'll find more. This place seems to be swimming with newts, so there really is no shortage of them. Oh my god, you guys see that frog? I'm not gonna catch him, but look at that, so cute. Damn it, I think one of those bugs bit me or something. And whoa, I just lose my binoculars. I just lost my binoculars. Oh no. Where did they go? I don't know. Damn it. Yeah, I lost my binoculars somewhere. Alright. Let's check this pool. Well, a lot of tannins in this water too. Huh. Yeah, I'm not really getting anything. Another leech. Yeah, people are very afraid of leeches, but the reality is, if you don't live somewhere with like medicinal leeches or something, I'm sure there's other species. But basically, if you live in North America, there really aren't any leeches that are gonna get you like they do in the movies. I mean, there's no leeches anywhere that are gonna do that, but still, you're not gonna get bitten by really any North American leech species. I'm surveying from the top, not seeing much in the way of creatures in the water. There's one tadpole suspended in the water column, but nothing really more than that. God, you know, this is such a big area. It's actually not huge, but the terrain is like difficult enough to where it's really hard to cover any meaningful ground. Well, I still have plenty of time, and I've been here for about half an hour so far, so I do want to spend some more time here. Whoa! But I am running out of water, and it's an hour hike back, so I do have to keep that in mind. Kind of just side shuffling up this log. All right, I think I'm gonna take a break here for a minute, get a little water, and then see how I'm doing on water. And if I'm doing badly on water, I may unfortunately have to turn back to avoid getting dehydrated. All right, my logical side has won. As much as I'd like to stay here and explore, I'm completely out of water, and it's an hour back, and it is summer. It's not very hot right now, but it might be. So unfortunately, I'm gonna turn back now. But, you know, I think there's still a lot more that this little swamp has to offer that we haven't seen today. So I will definitely be back. Hopefully at some point this summer. Yeah, I think it would be cool to possibly camp here, but I'd only do that if I could get somebody else to come, because I would not camp here on my own, or well, yeah, especially not here. But you know, I think it would be really neat to be out here at night, but then to have somewhere to camp, because I'm sure there's a lot more activity at night. You know, we'll see. But for now, yeah, it's a really cool spot. I don't know why I'm doing it kind of like an outro, because I'm sure there'll be some more stuff on the way back. Maybe not. If there's not this, then okay, then that's it for today's video. Bye.